less stress, more time, more money. Welcome to the Cashflow Contractor, short with Khalil bin Haj.
Hey everybody, Khalil here with the Cashflow Contractor. We want you to have less stress, more time, and more money. And I really think that for a lot of contractors, they're stressed out about sales. They need more business in the door. I think there's other things that are really important with that. You got to have the right margins. Don't just go and get a bunch of work and be losing money during that time, and many other things to go along with that. But how do you get that business in the door, right? How do you drive that those sales to you? So I'm going to talk about 5 quick marketing wins that you guys can go and do right now. Now, I know marketing is complicated, but you really don't have to make it that way. Yeah, an expert in this and marketing is going to be helpful for you, but really there are some things that you can do right now that'll make an impact on your business immediately. There's some low-hanging fruit here, and a lot of contractors aren't doing it, right? So without getting too much into the details, I'm going to share some things with you. All 5 of these are going to be online. At the end of this, I am going to have one thing that isn't online that can help you, but for this, these all 5 are online, and there's some things that you're going to need. 1, you're going to need a website. I really hope you have a website. If you don't, that's something that's going to tremendously impact your business. So you're going to need a website. You're also going to need some social accounts. Primarily for a contractor that's reaching out to homeowners, you're definitely going to need to be on Facebook and Instagram. Other ones that are helpful, Pinterest, Twitter can be at times, but really Houzz is another one. I'm just going to recommend Facebook and Instagram for right now because it's going to get too complicated if you go the other route. You're also going to need an email address. Get with the times if you don't have one. You're going to need a phone that you can really be accessible to, because if the phone starts ringing and you're not answering it, that's a problem. For a lot of you, that also means that you're going to need support, because if you're on the job site all day and you're getting 5 calls in a day, that's not going to work. So you're going to need some support for answering the phone, checking the email address, checking the social accounts, all that stuff. So that's the things that you need. Here's the 5 things, okay? The first one, and probably the most important one, you need to update your Google My Business account. If you have not claimed your Google My Business account, then go and do it right now. What a Google My Business account is, when you search Google with your name or any business name, right? Go and search a restaurant. Restaurants are really good on Google My Business. If you search that restaurant, a little card pops up on the side of the search that shows that restaurant. It shows their reviews, it shows their hours, it shows their menu, all those different things. Any restaurant owner will tell you that they get a majority of their online traffic through Google My Business. Good contractors know that they get a lot of especially service contractors, they get so much business online from their Google My Business. So I've got a video at the end of this in the show notes that I'll link to, that if you want to watch, it'll show you exactly how to get your Google My Business and get it set up, right? That's step 1. Update it. Have it in all the right information, all the right hours, add photos, get everything optimized on there so that it looks really nice for whenever people do find you online. The next thing that you're going to want to do, get 50 Google reviews on your Google My Business. At least. Maybe you already have that much. Go in and get 50 more, right? And it doesn't have to all be customers. That's okay. Ideally, yeah, you want customers to go on there. You want them to, reference the person that they worked with at your company, talk about how great they were, tell their story. That's the ideal part. But you can get 50 Google reviews really fast if you don't have any yet. Go and talk to all your family members, all your friends, send them the link. In the video, I show you exactly how to do this. Send them the link and get them to fill out a review saying, I trust these people. They're great people to work with. It doesn't have to be about a specific job, but just go and leave a 5-star review, right? Then if you have employees, get them to fill it out. Get them to get their family and friends to fill it out. I've seen contractors get 100 reviews in a weekend just by doing this, right? Yeah, you do need to set up a process for your customers to be leaving a Google review every time you work with them. But for now, just go and get some reviews of people that you know that are happy to support you, right? That's going to make a huge difference. We all look at the Google reviews whenever we're going to choose a restaurant in town or in a place that we're visiting. Your customers are doing the same thing. Go get some Google reviews. That's number 2. Number 3, set up a call to action on your website. Not just contact us. A call to action is something along the lines of schedule a free consultation, get a free quote, talk to an expert, speak with a technician, get a free design, whatever it is, give a call to action on your website. If you don't run your website, whoever runs your website, say, hey, I need a call to action for this. I need a call to action for a free design or a free quote, right? That call to action is going to be a button that someone will click, and then it'll pop up a form. On that form, you're going to ask for their first name, their last name, their email address, their phone number, and then any other information that you want to know. If you're selling pools, right, you may ask on that form, how big is your backyard? How soon are you wanting to start? What's your budget? And give some ranges, maybe 10 to 20,000, 20 to 30,000, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 plus, right? And just make it something that they can fill out on the form so that whenever you're calling these people or emailing them, you have a better idea of what you're getting into, right? It actually further qualifies the person so that if they're having to think about, oh, wow, you start at 10,000, I thought I could get a pool for 3,000. Well, now they're out of the picture because that wasn't an option. They realize this isn't going to be a good project for them or a good thing for them to move forward with. So that's number 3, get a call to action on your website. The next thing is, once that call to action is on your website, go and add it to all of your social accounts. Go add it to your Google My Business. There are other places besides your website where people can take a call to action. And if you'll get that more prominently showcased on the internet, people will find it and will click it, right? Now, the other thing is, if you are just now setting all these things up, you probably don't have a lot of traffic to your website, meaning a lot of people going to your website, a lot of visitors, and you probably don't have a lot of visitors to your social accounts, to your Facebook, to your Instagram. And if you're not having traffic to your website, if you're not having traffic to your social accounts, then you need to go and get that traffic. Yes, you can go and do some SEO, and that's a little bit more complicated. Yes, you can go and start posting to social media really creatively with photos and all this stuff, and that's great. It's a little more complicated. What you can do is run some ads to get some short-term results. Now, it sounds very complicated, but it's really not. I show you in the video how to do it. The way that I would recommend is just to start by posting something, maybe a photo of work that you've done with a little bit of text, pointing them to that call to action of get a free quote or schedule a consultation with an expert, whatever it is. Put that on the post, right? And then post it. Now, once you've posted it onto Facebook and Instagram, if you've never done that before, I show you how to do it in the video. It's really straightforward, okay? Once you have that post done, then you're going to go back to your Facebook page, your business page, and you're going to click Boost Post. It makes it really easy to do from there. You don't have to go through setting up the campaign and then the ad groups and then the ads themselves, which is a lot more complicated. You're able to just say, hey, I want this post to have $100 behind it, and I want it to run for the next 7 days, and I want to target homeowners in the state that you're in. It's pretty straightforward. I show you in the video. That's something that you can do right now that will get you more traffic and eventually more calls to action that are filled out and more business, okay? So those are the 5 things that they all require the things that I mentioned above, right? These 5 quick wins. You need a website, you need social accounts, you need an email address, you've got to have a good phone number that people will answer, and you've got to have support behind you if you're on a job site every day to go and do these things. Now, videos in the show notes. If you don't want to do the website route for some reason and you're really traditional, whatever it is, set up a referral program. Every contractor right now, 99% of them, their biggest source of new leads is word of mouth referrals. Well, if that's the case, double down on that. Set up a referral program where if you refer someone, you get, an added feature with their project, and so does their friend, right? I wouldn't do a discount. Maybe it's $100 gift card to Amazon. Maybe it's something like if you're doing countertops, you're giving a free cutting board that's made of granite or quartz for you and for the friend that you refer. Whatever that might be, come up with some sort of referral program to where now you're asking for referrals. Half of it's just the ask. Is there anyone else that you know that would need countertops or you think would be interested in the next 6 months? Is there anyone any one of your friends right now that you know has children and needs to put on new outlets to protect their children from putting things in the sockets, right? That would be if you're an electrician. Whatever it is, come up with some sort of referral program to generate that traffic or to generate those leads. The last thing that I will say, if you do want to go a little bit more complicated because you're going to need some processes to be effective at it, Home Advisor is not, these pay per lead services like Home Advisor are not a bad option. And that's something that I recommend you do. If you'd like to talk about that, give me a holler. You've got my contact information in the show notes or on the website for Cashflow Contractor. I'm trying to make this as quick as possible, but those are some 5 quick wins with some extras for you if you don't really have a website or anything like that. Home Advisor and the referral program can work great for you as well. If you're looking for any advanced tactics, I'm happy to talk about that. We'll do some deep dives on that that you can listen to as well. Appreciate you guys spending time with us. Go get some quick wins. Give yourself less stress, more time, more money. Thanks.
Thanks for listening to the Cashflow Contractor. Check out our website in the show notes or visit thecashflowcontractor.com.